All right, understanding your ideal avatar is going to be one of the most fundamental pillars for your business development moving forward into the future. Now, it all sounds like boring shit, but I promise you, if you master the art of boring shit, you will create a wildly successful business. When you do cross reference to other brands that you pay attention to, whether that's Nike, Harley, Vans, when you think about Liquid Death, when you think about Rolex, Mercedes, Coca-Cola, you can close your eyes. You can imagine who it is these people are generally targeting with the way they do their marketing. We want to do the same thing. Now, I know a lot of artists get stuck in the position of wanting to work with everybody. I don't care what kind of person you are. I don't judge a book by its cover. But if you're working with everybody, you're only trying to figure out who it is that's willing to give you money. And a lot of those times, the people that wind up coming to you don't have the budget to afford what it is you want to truly do. So then you have to dilute what it is you love to be able to service those people. And here's the thing. If you know who it is you wish to serve, you get to determine the budget and the income range of the clients that you work with. When you get really specific of whether or not you work with men or women or both, what their general income range is in the community that you live in, when you get specific about their interests, their belief systems, their family dynamic, what they do on the fucking weekends. This is where we start to connect our personal brand and who it is we truly are based on our archetype and our identities to the buyer's psychology. And we can't know buyer psychology if we don't know the ideal avatar type first. So we want to get specific on these things. It doesn't mean it's the only person you're ever going to work with forever. But it does mean that when people come across your page, when people come across your work, when people start to hear more about your reputation, they're going to know with less hesitation that you are the person they wish to work with. We all know artists who produce a really good product, who can't seem to get clients coming in their door. And that's for a magnitude of reasons, because they've outpriced themselves to the market they usually serve, because they offer a really bad experience and have created kind of a muddy reputation about themselves, or they literally are actively doing nothing, hoping that that reputation will do all of the work for them. And right now, in the way the industry is, none of it works that way. So you need to start taking an active approach to speaking directly to the person that you wish to serve the most. So when we go through this process, try to get rid of your scarcity and your fear of not being able to get clients by speaking to one person, because inevitably you are playing the long game. The reason you are here is to build a scalable business model. And this is going to be one of those situations where you are taking an active approach to be able to work with people who do have the budget, who do have the desire, who want the demand of the artist they wish to work with, because you have spoken directly to them for a long enough time frame that now it's a no-brainer. Most clients out there are playing roulette with who they work with anyway. They have no idea. They just hope for the best. But this is how we start to convert from client acquisition to client retention. So going back to talking about different brands that are out there, if you really think about it, close your eyes and imagine, what's the character type of Harley? What is their ideal avatar? Generally, you can imagine that that's going to be like burly biker dudes or guys who really value brotherhood. You know, they have a specific style about them. There's a level of integrity that comes with those individuals. You know, they believe in tribalism. They're tough, all that shit, you know, freedom and rebellion. Then you look at Liquid Death. Their marketing strategy targets a specific market because of the way that they really showcase the rebellion and the counterculture. And they've really partnered with music and tattooing based on their marketing strategy. So a lot of the time you can imagine they're going to be working with gym bros, people who like tattoos, people who like metal and punk rock and all that shit. They know who it is they're talking to. But the one thing that all of these brands have in common is clarity. Clarity around who it is they wish to catch the attention of. And if we as tattoo artists do not do that, we are inevitably going to find ourselves in the exact same position we have always been in, just patiently waiting for enough people to find the budget instead of knowing that we're targeting the ones with it. Then we start to worry about the know, like, and trust factor. Now that's going to be, how do people get to know you? All right. Most of the time, they're going to get to know you because of social media. They're going to get to know you because you walked into the same room they were in, or they're going to get to know you because of the reputation that you built with their social circles. So when you look at the clients you're getting right now, is it a valuable social circle that is carrying your reputation? Most people market laterally. They hang out with people similar to them. Tattoo artists go to places for downtime in places they would usually find their most consistent clients. But are those people accountable and consistent for you? Do those kind of people have the money on hand to be able to afford the product that you wish to produce? Chances are no, or not often. So here a little bit later, we're going to start getting into the difference between marketing and networking. So networking is vertical. Networking is where you go where you're uncomfortable to be around people that you don't know yet so that they get the opportunity to get to know you. Now, a lot of these people are going to wonder what you're doing in the room because they're probably pretty common. It's probably pretty common that they see the same faces pretty frequently. They've created social circles. So interjecting yourself into those social circles are going to take you to know why you were in that room also, what these people are into and what they do and have that you wish to be able to become a part of as well. Now, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of marketing and networking, but a lot of the time, your ideal avatar right now, current day, because of the scarcity and the uncertainty, is out of your range. So we start to take the actionable steps from section 1 to position us to come over here to section 2 to start finding ourselves in those rooms so that our ideal avatar we wish to work with, we can start to figure out what rooms they will be in.